We're late. I thought we had like 10 more minutes left.
We
We're
got
like jerking around and yeah. So
can I fix the camera?
Yeah, let's fix the camera and do you know what you're doing here? That's good, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Perfect.
Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. I'm almost drunk enough to talk about what I want to talk about. Actually, I'm nowhere near drunk enough.
Drink up then.
The happy hour is now enforced by law. Tonight, I'm going to be drinking the Odyssey Brewery. What is this? Lager. This is the I-70 lager in a genuine stolen can.
Uh-huh.
This is not a Coors Light. You think it is, but it ain't.
The label says nay.
What does the label say?
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't just peel the label off and stick it onto a Coors
peel a label
product.
off and put it on a Coors thing.
No.
That'd be tacky.
Uh-oh.
So Chris was off yesterday, and you went for a bike ride today.
I did. I went for a bike ride yesterday.
And when did you get a busted wing?
Today.
Dude, you're all scarified.
Oh yeah, I beat myself up top to bottom.
How'd you do that?
It was easy.
No. I know how you did it. Everyone else wants to know.
I did it.
One, if you're all right, and two, how you did it.
I'm fine. Mountain biking, and we went to a new place, and my buddy Craig's like, "You're gonna really like these trails. They're really good." And we get to the top, and it's like, it's a downhill trail, and there's big drop offs and big ledges, but there's also go arounds. And as I'm doing it, I'm getting more and more comfortable.
Is it go around where you don't have to go off?
You don't have to go off a sweet jump.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
but I love sweet jumps.
Sure,
I like getting like 2 feet of air.
Sure.
And I miscalculated and I stuffed it in. And as I hit the ground,
stuffed it in.
Boom. And I bounced, and not so much, but I was sliding down because it was really steep. I'm sliding down the trail, and I'm like, "You're 51. What the hell are you doing?" And I hit my ribs, and I knew it was going to hurt, and I knocked the wind out of myself.
Dang,
because I'm so
dude.
fat. And so I usually like to just pop up, Okay.
Boing.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker. But I couldn't because I knocked the wind out of myself. So I'm like on all fours, trying to get my wind back. And my buddy Craig comes up. "You okay?" "Yeah." Knocked the wind out of myself. And I'm like, this is going to suck. And it's going to suck all week for class. Every time I do something, I'm going to go, "Ugh."
Well, I still think that you're many, many years away from like the high stakes, high impact world of canasta. But yeah.
And I've been doing really well. This is the first time I've banged it in my 50s. So I should.
Well, you haven't been 50 for very long.
No, but a couple years. There's been lots of opportunities too. But I was just like, why did I think that? Because I haven't been mountain biking again for that long.
Okay.
So I'm like, why did I think that I needed to go off of that thing?
Well, so no head injury.
What?
No teeth knocked out.
So I crashed on my bike today. Yeah, no. And that was the first thing that I thought about. Because the last time I really hurt myself was when I tried to tear my bottom lip from my face.
Yeah.
And didn't do that. Led with my head this time instead of my face.
Nice.
Yeah, that worked out well. But anyway, I have sore ribs.
Well, everyone take it easy on Chris this week because he's feeling extra owie. He's got an owie.
But it's okay because it only hurts when I breathe.
Yeah, so no sweat, dude. Just keep drinking. So you mentioned something. We've got a class that starts tomorrow. I love first day of class.
Uh-huh.
We get to meet everybody. We make a bunch of neat stuff that starts to look like a guitar right away. Speaking of guitar, I don't want to do this on the live stream, but I have something I want to talk to you about, and it has to do with Philip McKnight. And I want to
remind me.
We'll both forget. But
after this?
Yeah, remind me and we'll both forget, but see if you can
one of you guys should remind us.
Yeah, one of you should remind us.
Yeah.
Notice how I didn't say use guys.
Thank you.
My wife has told me time and time again, it is not use guys, it's you guys and use.
Or use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise it's redundant and repetitive.
Whatever. So we've got this is the first class that we're doing that's Build a Classic Fender, which is cool and also a little bit
terrifying.
It's a little bit spooky
Is that the word
because
you would use?
Eh,
I would use
no.
the word terrifying.
well, okay. One thing about this class that I think is going to be cool is instead of recycling through the same strat or telly template for 5 guys, everyone will basically have their own template. So when it's time to go pin router, it'll just be like, and
yeah,
we won't have to jump from one to the next.
Mhm.
Everyone will just be ready. Dave came out from Tennessee a couple days in advance, and he because
I don't know Dave from Tennessee.
yeah, that guy over there.
No, I know Dave from
Mississippi. I'm trying to preserve his anonymity because of his Witness Protection Program Association.
About that,
you
by
mean
the way.
Dave from Missouri?
Yeah, thank you. So anyhow,
from Missouri.
Dorg.
Dorg yeah.
Anyway, we
Anyway,
have too many Dougs.
we have way too many.
Yeah.
Dorgs. Anyhow, so he came out a little bit early because he wanted to do a hollow body or a thin line style. So that was cool. When you come out for and you want to do a thin line, there's a lot of like waiting for glue to dry stuff. So it takes more time than you think you're going to need. But he's all set and he's going to jump in and do a little binding tomorrow. And so it's going to be great.
So he's several steps ahead.
You think he's several steps ahead, but but yeah,
From
where he
the
needs
start
to get
but not from the end.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He's about exactly the same spot as everybody else,
as far as work,
believe it or
is
not.
concerned.
So
Yes.
yeah, from the end. You're right. Not from the jump, but from the landing. So okay. So I want to talk tonight. I have a whole thing of stuff I want to talk about tonight, but some people have asked me what's going on with Great Guitar Build Up, and I'm like, I know you guys know everything that I know.
I think Ryan filled us in more than we knew.
Ryan filled us in on
the few
some
minutes that
stuff.
he was here. Yeah, we're like,
Dylan is here in the comment section. Maybe Dylan can tell us what his plan is because I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't have any idea what's going on with Great Guitar Build Off Invitational, not in open to the public thing. I don't know. They will keep me. They keep me out of the loop, probably because I don't think anybody's really in the loop. Do you? I mean, we don't know.
No.
I've heard some things, and I'm not like trying to talk smack about Ryan's accuracy, but I don't know if like
I am.
Okay, yeah. Well, at least one of us is.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. So I heard stuff like, well, Ben decided to not do it anymore, and some other people. I don't know. Here, what I can tell you guys is this. Ben doesn't call me and tell me what he's going to do.
When was the last time you talked to Ben?
Like
over
2 February. Yeah. It's been over a year. I've only talked to Ben on the phone one time. So it's not like,
I thought you talked to him twice. But either way.
Maybe I did. But, well, it's
either way. Yeah.
I can count on one hand the number of times I have talked with Ben on the telephone. So it's not like he calls me with.
You don't get this call.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hello. Hey, it's me.
Hey, it's me. Yeah, I don't.
Hey, fuck, what's up?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that from Ben.
I'd like to chime in on this.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, really?
There you go.
There you go. So everybody here who's at the shop daily does not have any idea what's happening with the Great Guitar Build Off. What we do know, though, is that when asked to do something, we will do it. And when asked to provide prizes, we will provide them, given what we've already talked about that we will do. Okay? So, again, I'm not going to chase down anyone from Crimson Guitars to find out answers. I kind of feel like that's their duck, and they need to let me know what's happening with it. I'm sorry. That's a thing that I used to hear a lot in my family.
That's their duck and they need to hunt it?
Kind of, yeah. My mom used to say, that's your duck if you want to drown it. I didn't mean to say that, but yeah. How about this? That's your duck if you want to hunt it. I think that's perfectly acceptable.
All right.
So that's your deer if you want to hunt it. Yeah. I'm not going to make you do that. So yes, ma'am, you've got this smile on your face like something.
That's like the 3rd time this week you said that. But your duck if you want to drown it.
Well, twice was in the last few minutes, so that it's not really. So I'm going to count that as 2 times. But yeah. Anyway, so has Dylan said anything about what he's up to?
He's withdrawn from the contest.
He has.
Yes, but he's still going to auction off his guitar for charity.
Okay, now I have talked with Dylan a little bit. I talked with Dylan on the phone fairly regularly, and he had mentioned that he was thinking about doing that, I think, the last time. But I don't know. I don't want. And here's the last thing I'm going to do is go out and say, "Hey, Dylan's doing this." I'm not. That's not for me to say. So yeah.
And he will reveal his intentions later.
Oh, okay.
Not today.
But not today.
Next week.
Next week.
Beverly Hills 90210.
Ooh, okay.
The whole GGBO finish date seemed to come up really, really fast. Like it was, oh, we got tons of time. And then, hey, world's back open, and I'm out of time.
I remember looking at the timeline and going, there's no way people are going to be done by then. And I remember talking to some people, and I'm like, well, have you gotten your parts yet?
Yeah.
No. I'm like, then it's not going to get done.
That may be why we've seen the finished products that we've seen.
Yeah.
Is, yeah.
So we have seen finished works from Brad Ango, Tamar Hannah, and Broken Wind Guitars.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
I am
Laura.
Yes, thank you. So yeah,
I like that chick. She's cool as fuck.
Yeah, you know what? And all those people, but I haven't. I can tell you this much: they haven't been like bombarded with YouTube videos from Jimmy DeResta and Ben.
He made a real nice dresser.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. So you know what? So maybe my predictions are all 100% wrong, and I should have just predicted that no one's going to be done on time. But that's tacky even for me.
Yeah.
But they really, I think that they kind of hamstrung everyone when they made it. Because geez, when was ours supposed to be done last year? Like September or October?
I think it was September.
Okay. I thought it was earlier than that, and then it got extended a little bit.
Maybe.
And we had lots
and we bitched and bellyached about that it got extended.
We had lots of time to do it, but we had some classes and things like that sort of threw us into a little bit of a tizzy. But we got ours done early because of some class stuff, I think.
Oh, maybe.
Because wasn't it done by the time we did the
you were done early.
Well,
you had the video ready.
Our big week of $100 guitar body builds was in July, right?
Yeah,
because that was anti-NAM.
Were we done? I don't know that we were done.
No, we were not done.
Yeah,
I want to say it was like September or even October.
I don't think
we
it was
might have
that
been
late.
getting close.
And I how about this? I do know that I had to talk to Kenny, the video guy, and I'm like, dude, I need to have this video posted by midnight today, whatever day that was. So if you go back and look at that video, or you guys might just know, whatever.
So talking about extending deadlines.
Is that what's happening with the great guitar
but you were talking about it's here and it's whatever. Anyway, somebody requested that you invite Philip McKnight to the shop.
Yeah, okay, so yes. So I always love to talk to Philip McKnight. He's a super cool guy, and I love his whole attitude about our shop. Did you know he was talking about us in his live stream the last couple of days?
That,
yeah, and he had very nice things to say.
Oh, good.
So he was actually saying that he was on our website looking at guitars that we have available and was eyeing the Hotel Coral Essex Sunday Driver. So
that is a good looking guitar.
No, Hotel Coral Essex.
Hot oral sex.
Listen, I don't know where you know what? Get your mind out of the gutter and come up to the curb with the rest of us.
Yeah, burn out your own lights.
Yeah.
Your own letters.
Yes.
Again, the guy that suggested it was Mac 8.
Okay.
8 Mac. Last night on his show, Phil said he loves you guys.
That dude is always, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Philip McKnight has been an ally to us when he did not need to be. And that is something that I think is that is a characteristic that I appreciate in a human being.
That they love you?
No, well that, but no, that he's cool to us when he doesn't need to be cool. You know what I mean? So anyway, Phil McKnight has always been
really need to acknowledge us at all.
No, and he does, and that's a very kind thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and I would love to have him come out to the shop. He was saying the last time we talked, which was this time last year probably, that he would like to come out, but he wants to. He lives in Arizona or Scottsdale, Arizona, I think.
Yeah.
And I almost said he lives in Arizona or Scottsdale. but he lives in, I believe, Scottsdale, Arizona, and he's like, man, I can't come out there when it's cold. I want to come out when it's hot. So
Well, this is the week. For
this
him.
is the week for him to come out. So yeah, so maybe Phil McKnight will swing on down to the shop sometime.
Upper 90s every day.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Dan to come back
That'd be
too.
nice.
I think for a fact, I know for a fact, Dan Thompson and his whole family are probably gonna come back through here. I'm not gonna be one bit surprised to see Dylan and Mrs. Tone here
cool.
in the shop. Very, very cool.
I don't like a lot of chicks, but
I know.
She's
I know.
one
But
of
you
them.
don't like a lot of any.
You mean at the same time?
No. So anyhow, don't be surprised, guys, if you see a lot of this stuff happen. And that is all thanks to Great Guitar Build Off.
It really is.
You know? Yeah. So anyway.
Yep.
But as far as what's going on with Great Guitar Build Off and who's doing what and why they're doing it and when it's going to happen, I don't know the answer. I'm sorry.
And I think we're last on the chain of information, right?
Yeah. I think.
Oh, we should probably send the Texas Toast guys some.
Yeah, I think that the blonde girl who has like 1 million subs probably gets more emails than we do. So
Mary
yeah,
Spender.
sure. Is that her name? Yeah, whatever her name is. So anyway,
I was asked by John Maya to review his latest song.
Yeah. No, she's not the blonde lady. It's the
No.
one who plays like Guns N' Roses riffs and smiles all the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what her name
All right.
is. Yeah. But I'm sure but she's popular and young, so she's going to get emails from Great Guitar Build Off.
Mhm.
We're like the redhead stepchild of Great Guitar Build Off.
Mhm.
We shouldn't be, but we are, and that's I'll own that shit. I don't care.
What
Guitar
sells?
Jesus.
Not anymore.
Old men.
Not anymore. I'm not Guitar Jesus.
If I braid your hair when it's wet and you pull it out, it'll
Yeah, maybe.
just like
Maybe.
that.
So anyway, what were you saying, Chris?
I don't remember.
We were talking about here.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
All right. So one of the things I want to talk about tonight is
Man, you look like Ian Asbury.
Ian. Is he the guy from Frogger?
No, he's from that band Sonic Temple, a
No,
loving tribute to the Cult.
Lame. Okay, so let's talk about Dream Guitar. So Dylan had a thing today, and it was he was making a joke about chips and Dream Guitars, and there was a part of the thing that he was talking about that was like, hey, you can own your Dream Guitar for $400.
$400 to $800. Yeah.
$400.
$400
It was an advertisement from a Chinese factory that's taking custom orders, and you can order your dream guitar for $400 to $800.
And like you were saying, that's kind of a big swing in price.
It really is.
I mean, you figure,
yeah,
$1 million or $2 million.
yeah,
And it's just double the amount. Yeah. So
yeah. It's like this has nothing to do with anything. But when you watch Antiques Roadshow, nobody watches that. Just
No.
me.
and
they,
old ladies.
they say we estimate the value of this to be between $5,000 and $15,000. Well,
Well, if you hadn't used that lemon,
come on,
if you
yeah.
hadn't used the lemon pledge on it, it would be worth 10 times.
But 5 to 15.
That's
is pretty much
Yeah.
sit in the face. We don't really know.
We have no idea.
Yeah, it might be worth something.
So I bet
Anyway.
you all those Chinese guitars are all $800, right? I mean, no one's going to get out of there
maybe,
for
but
$400.
maybe not. Who knows? Right, but
So I was looking at that, and I'm like, I mean, I think that corn chip reference is funny too.
mhm.
If you haven't seen it, go to Dylan's page and on his Facebook thing, and maybe his Instagram too. I'm not sure, and see what I'm talking about. But I got to thinking about it. I'm like, whose dream guitar is a $400 Chinese guitar? That's your dream. Like, I'm gonna dream big, and here's what I come up with: this thing that is. I don't care how cool it is. If anybody can get it, and it's $400, that's your bucket list thing. What am I off here, Chris? Am I
don't
way
think
off?
so. And I maybe the phrase dream and fill in the blank is different for a new generation of people.
Maybe.
But for me, the phrase dream car, dream house, dream isn't the cheapest thing I can buy.
No.
It's something that I may never get to, but I aspire to.
Yeah,
and it's fine that I never get there.
It should be almost unattainable.
Correct.
it's sort of like climbing Mount Everest. If anybody could do it, it wouldn't be that cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Or what would your dream hike be? It would be to climb Mount Everest.
Yeah, it would walk to the Walmart down the street.
Yeah, I'm going to walk across the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my dream.
Because then what do you do after you get that dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got my dream guitar.
Yeah.
And you
What do I
wake
do
up
now?
and here's fucking reality smacking you in the
Yeah,
face.
now I quit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's sort of like it's sort of like I was talking to Dave today, and we're like, a degree from Harvard means something because not everybody can get it.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't mean that like your degree from any other place sucks rocks.
Yeah.
It's not, an Ivy League school that, is like that. Just not just anybody can do that.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a super chat here, Chris. Let's have a look at that. From Brad Hutchings, our good friend Brad Hutchings, who says, Reverend Matt and Reverend Chris. By the way, Brad, I am the only one who is ordained.
He is a minister.
Currently a ordained minister.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so Brad inaccurately calls you something you're not.
Yeah.
And he says, bless all our guitars and keep us safe from crappy setups. Amen. # Church of Texas Toast. Now that is awesome.
It is Sunday services, by the way.
It is Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we will, I am going to pardon your inaccurate description, my son. No, you know what, Chris, you might want to go ahead and get your,
I could be a brother. I could be that's as good. I've been called Brother Chris before.
There was a guy in high
Ham.
school. There was a guy in high school. We called him Brother Big. He was like a fucking mountain. He was like Shaquille O'Neal. He was
Chris
huge.
is pretty tall, like Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
Yeah. How tall do you think I am?
Like 7'2".
I'm 6'4".
Yeah. Okay. I thought we were a little taller. Yeah.
We used to do that at parties.
A lot of people do that to Chris.
Yes, like try and convince them, drunk people, that you're taller than. Yeah, and you'd be like in the driveway and you'd stand higher than them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know, 6'3". I'm 6'4".
I'm 6'4".
Can you believe it? Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
One of my favorite things to people often say when they come into the shop is, "I thought it would be bigger. It looks bigger on TV. I thought you'd be taller, Matt." And I always say, "I am."
Yeah.
I said that to you the first time you pulled your pants down.
Very funny, motherfucker. Yeah. So anyway,
back to dream things.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things in my life. I was thinking about this today as I was banging it in. As soon as I hit the ground, and I was thinking dream stuff. No, I wasn't. But I didn't think about it. Yeah. I don't really bounce anymore.
Bonk your bike
and slide.
Biffed your head.
When we're born, we're all like wet and soggy, and then we just keep drying out and get brittle.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't shack-wack your dillet today.
Telling me. No, but I was thinking about dream things and how I have lots of dream things. Yeah. And there's lots of dream things that I'm never going to achieve, but that doesn't stop me from having fun with a lot of other stuff. And the first thing that I thought about was cars. Yeah. And I like cars, but I don't have tons and tons of money to spend on cars. And my dream cars are pretty expensive cars.
So like Buick.
So
what's a dream car? Like a super cool GTO or a Challenger?
I have a car.
Okay.
The American Graffiti 55 Chevy.
Awesome.
That is a dream car.
Okay.
Am I ever going to get that? No.
So here's something cool about that car. They're not making any more of them.
No. In fact, there's only the one.
Unlike Fender, who started making reissues of like the 54 Strat reissue or the 59 Les Paul reissue from Gibson. Obviously, guys, I know. But so, I mean, one of the cool things about those old instruments is there's a finite number of them. Even if they're made, so the reissue ones are never going to be as neat as the real, honest to God things. Yeah. So and Chevy's not making any more 55 Chevys.
No, but just because I know I'm never going to own that car doesn't mean I can't have fun.
No.
With cars.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you have to be miserable your whole life because you don't have it.
Because I don't have it, exactly.
It looks like we got another super chat here from Mo Hogany, who, by the way, has a fun video out.
And he's got a fun handle, Mo Hogany. Yeah.
So he says, not being mean, but aspiring for a $400 China guitar is like aspiring for a 10-cent super chat. I first of all, thank you for the super chat, Mo. And I thought you were going to go a different way with that. I thought it was going to be, something more lurid and irreverent. But I also accept the yes.
I
so
wonder if
thank
it's
you so
actually
much.
a woman named Maureen that goes by Mo.
Well, I happen to know that Mohogany, at least the guy in the YouTube video, is not a lady named Maureen.
Okay.
But
It's not the dude looks like a lady.
No. He's a regular guy. Yeah, and he has one of our guitars. So yeah.
Cool.
You know which one he has?
No, I hope it's made out of mahogany.
Well, it is. It's the very first guitar that we built for the Build the Classic Set Neck class. It's the blue Kalamazoo single cut.
Oh, cool.
And Philip McKnight actually chimed in on his video and said how neat he thought it was. So yeah,
cool.
another example. Just another example.
When the hell is that asshole going to come over here?
I don't know, but I bet you that it won't be too much longer.
I'll bet you calling him an asshole slows him down.
I'm sure that's going to really whip him into gear.
I see,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying to
shit,
find
she
out-
called me an asshole. I better make it over there.
I'm trying to spark a fire under his ass to get over here.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the way that works, but let me tell you a little bit about this Odyssey beer. Actually, so before we go any further, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Flipside Music, the great American guitar store, guys. Ike and the guys at Flipside, yes, please keep them coming. Are working really hard to get the new shop. Bless you. Get the new shop going, and so it is going to be a destination for. What's the matter with you? You got to go poop?
No.
You're all like. What? What's the matter? Are you okay?
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Would you agree that the guys at Flipside are working hard to get the new shop happening?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in the Denver area, I want you to stop by Flipside and say hey to all those guys. Give them a big kiss from us. And if you're not in the Denver area, the web store is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can buy almost anything from Flipside Music right there on the website. The reason I say almost is Ryan told me that the guitar that we have that's there is not on the website.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
I know. I'm going to have to get all up in Ike's business. So
You want me to go over there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Was it Ryan that told you that?
It was it not?
And then the other thing that I heard about it was young Chris, who was here earlier, said I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find the guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, in the store?
Yeah.
Or well,
Yeah.
maybe it's gone. I don't know.
No, it's all the way at the top.
Oh, okay.
I'll go and fuck that shit tomorrow.
All right. We'd also like to thank sweetTguitars. Guys, if you are in the market for some super cool paint, there's an email down in the description below to sweetTguitars. Check out Todd and see what he's got going on. And send him an email and he'll hook you up with something cool, I bet you. I mean, you have to pay him, but he'll hook you up. Also like to thank John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars. Did I tell you, John from Bitterroot, and you and I have something cool brewing? That is going to be a neat thing, and I'm looking.
Not iced tea,
and it ain't iced tea,
But it's a cool brew.
it is a cool brew. So watch for that. I will keep you guys posted on that. It's not like it's a secret, but it's not my thing to tell you about. It's John's thing to tell you about.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
also like to thank Dan and Calvin at Guitar Wood Experts. Those guys are super awesome, and we're going to be using a bunch of Guitar Wood Experts wood this week at Build a Classic Fender class. So yeah, so give those guys some love too.
Yep. So let's talk about dream things.
Okay, let's
Build
get back
your
on
own
track.
dream guitar. Let's talk about motorcycles because that's
For
Okay.
$400 bucks.
Yeah, it won't be for $400.
What about the guitar challenge for the $400?
Oh, yeah. So Chris and I have actually built a number of instruments, and I've got some examples of things I want to show you guys about just how tricky it is sometimes to turn a dream into reality, or turn a vision into reality, or just even an idea into reality that you really like when it's all said and done.
right.
But let's talk about motorcycles. So
Okay.
I have some dream motorcycles.
Uh-huh.
None of them are the cheapest motorcycle that I can just go to any motorcycle shop in the world and buy, and they import them from China and they come in a box, and none of them are that.
Right.
So yeah,
Are any of them production bikes?
no, none of them are
Are
production.
they all?
bikes.
They're all custom, and
Yeah.
they're all okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Further into that end, none of them are made by Orange County choppers.
Tell them how you customize your bike seat.
Oh yeah, so I have modified some of my motorcycles by turning them from soft
Something
tails into
comfortable.
rigids, which yeah, because to me a motorcycle isn't supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to make you feel cool. That's just me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you took the spring out.
Yeah, I took the spring out and replaced it with a solid bar.
With
Yeah.
solid bar of,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
what did you
Train
use?
tracks felt so good.
Yeah.
Aluminum?
No, it was steel.
Steel.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I look for in a motorcycle. And what you look for in a motorcycle, guitar, car, whatever, beer, could be very different. Oh, is your dream beer a Coors Light? Or is it a genuine stolen can from Odyssey Beer?
It might be. I'm going to upgrade your other one here pretty quick.
Okay, good. Or with a different label?
No.
Okay,
Maybe.
all right.
Yeah, let's
Maybe.
do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Different label.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So a lot of my dream everything are custom things. You know what? Actually, let me go back. Some of my dream inanimate objects are things that I used to have that I'll never have again.
Right.
And I wish I still had them. You know?
Okay.
And some of those are fairly mundane, but I want that one back.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And by the way, none of those are guitars.
Okay.
Do you have anything like that you're like, man, I sure wish I had this insert name of thing?
No, not necessarily that, but I do find myself pining is the wrong word, but looking at things similar to that
Okay.
that I had and getting another or
I guess I would acquiesce to that if I could find one that was just like the one I had, that'd be as good.
sure. Yeah. I think at some point you get comfortable with things that you've had and things
Mhm.
and the progress of things and yeah, you don't really want to
You want to be
venture
able to
out
rely on
too
something.
far. Yeah. So
And pride in
but-
ownership is a thing too.
yeah. Well, and yeah, sometimes. Well, yeah.
Good story, Chris.
Thanks.
Let's revisit.
Let's move on.
Oh, you want to move forward? Okay.
No, let's keep going.
How about this? So I think it's cool to have your stuff that you used to have as a young guy, and then you know how it goes. Like
Yeah.
you're like, well, I want to get this other thing, so I'm going to sell this thing that I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with, but
uh-huh.
they're everywhere. I'll get
Yeah,
one later,
yeah.
and then you can't find them anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And so, like I
Yeah.
said, some of the things that I have had in the past, they're out there, but they've gone way up in price, or there's people who have them and they're not selling them for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and I really want one.
All that stuff's cyclical.
Yeah.
And pretty soon there will be more than you want.
I'm hoping that I'm
Coming
not
out.
in the generation that's dying off that wants it, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
as you and I get older,
Mhm.
there are other people who have this stuff that, as when they die off, that'll be available. But I might be in the same lump of people who die off, and I don't get to have that thing.
Maybe. I bet
Yeah.
you not, though. Yeah. But those aren't. I don't think those are dream things. I think those are just things that you'd like to have back.
Okay, yeah. So it's not
But they're
really.
not dream. Because I mean, do you really want to have your dream thing? You know, I mean,
So I already have my dream wife.
yeah. Well, that's
I already have my dream job.
Uh huh.
You know, I mean, not all of us can date a supermodel.
Yeah,
I mean, I do.
you are.
But yeah.
no, you're married.
What's the matter
to
with
You
one.
fucking lock that shit down.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think that, like, for right now, guitars, by the way, are way off my radar as far as dream guitars,
Yeah.
because you and I make guitars every day. So,
We can make our dreams come true every single day.
well, we can, and every day it changes too. So I want to talk a little bit about some guitars that we've been working on. I've been trying to push a lot of social media stuff lately. I don't know if you noticed.
Mhm.
And a couple of things that we've been pushing are our new double cutaway prototypes that we've been working on. And I want to show you guys some of what has been happening, because, you know, picture only goes so far. So we have a project coming up, and this, by the way, is not a dream guitar, but it's a prototype phase. Guitars in stages that will eventually become something that might be a production instrument for
Yeah.
us, you know? And so I've been talking with the guy who was sort of the who spurred this project forward, and he's liking the direction that we're headed.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show you guys some of the things too, just in case you missed something in the Instagram and Facebook.
So this sort of started out with our classes and how we do guitars in 5 days.
Yes, that's right.
And then we're like, but this project we can only have 3 days to do.
Yes.
And we're like, well, we can do that. There's going to be 4 guitar builders here.
So the guy who I haven't told you his name yet. He is not only is he a guitar player from a band that you've heard of, especially if you're as old as myself and maybe Chris, who's younger than I am.
No one's older than Chris.
No, I'm older than Chris.
No, you're not.
Oh no, I'm not. So anyway, if you are our age, you know this guy. You remember his band. But he's a guitar builder too. Mm-hmm. So Chris is going to be here. This mystery guy is going to be here. Mike Learn's going to be here, and I'm going to be here. So we have 4 people who know how to make guitars.
Pretty solid.
I know who the winner is.
Woodworking guys.
Yes.
And yeah.
So making a guitar in 3 days is not a big shake.
No, but we're like, okay, well let's come up with something and see how good we can make this thing in 3 days. But
there are compromises when you say you have 3 days to make it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that this guy was talking about is, hey, let's build one of your challengers. And I said, guy who we're talking about, I've spent a lot of time, and Chris has spent a lot of time trying to make the Challenger look like a guitar that we didn't put together in 3 days.
Which sounds terrible in some ways.
Well, I don't follow.
You're coming out. Let's build a guitar in 3 days, but not the good stuff.
Well, okay. No,
and that was part of the deal was how much stuff can we do? How can we make this guitar so that it looks like more than a 3-day guitar?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But we don't. But the Challenger takes.
It takes at least 4 days.
3 days worth of time for the paint to dry on a Challenger.
Yeah.
So there's just no way we could do that. So if we made a version of the Challenger that had a less wowie zowie paint job, what you and I call a full boat paint job.
Yeah.
Well, there's no way we can do that in 3 days, and he knows that, and so does Mike. And I can you hear that? Listen to that. That's the feverish typing of people going, if you use solar as paint.
People are guessing who the person is. And I would like to extend the invitation to Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's
Ted
right.
Theodore Logan of Wild Stallions.
I can tell you it's not Keanu Reeves, but we would love to have Keanu here in the shop. So, yeah. Anyway, so you and I have kind of put pen to paper and put saw blade to wood. And we've made a couple of prototypes, and I think we're really, really close to something awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at them over here, and
yeah, I think so too. And the funny thing is how we thought we were really close with prototype number 1.
Yeah,
and
because on paper it looks awesome, and you cut the shape out. Ooh, cool.
Yeah, and then you put the rest of it together, or put the neck in it, and you're like,
yeah. When we bolted the neck onto that, I was really excited to do it, and I'm like, I hate it.
And I was like, I don't see what you hate about it, but you have a better eye. And
have you come around to?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I was, yeah, everything he says is right, yeah. Which is weird because usually
everything I say is wrong.
Well.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the prototype stuff that we came up with here. So whoa,
hey, quit knocking over your fancy beers there,
so that's the first. Right. So this is the very, very first prototype template that we made, and so we showed this off during a reveal. Do you remember I forget which reveal it was, but we showed this off during a reveal on a Friday. And I was really, really super, super excited to see what this was going to look like. And so we made the guitar. And you got the guitar over there, Chris? And this is what we came up with. And I can't stand it. I hate this guitar so much. Yeah, and everyone's going to say that. I'll take it.
Kid could have enjoyed it.
This is a piece of Texas Toast history, and I'm going to keep this because it is it's part of the prototype process.
It's a step in the process.
Yeah. So this from the back, this neck joint and this swoop here, I really like. From the front, I hate. I'm gonna put this here. I hate the way this horn joins the body. I hate the way. I'm really not a big fan of this thing, but that's no big deal to omit that. And I think that as much as I like the headstock on this guitar, the headstock looks too big. Now, Mrs. Toast will disagree with me 100%, but that's just the way it looks in my mind's eye. So we made some modifications. We're going to put this back. And what we did was we took the original design and we actually widened it 300 thousandths through the center.
Which is almost a quarter inch, or
It's
over a quarter
over
inch.
a quarter of an inch. Yeah, so it's almost, but it's over.
It is almost.
So this is the template. So now, hand me the original. And so this template is the one that we came up with for Mod or Mark II, and you can almost interchange these. You know what I mean? They look really, really close. But as you can see, there is quite a bit of difference in the second iteration. And one of the other things is that the horn is quite a bit narrower through here. Okay. So yeah, but very, very similar.
It's slight, and it's probably hard to see a lot of this on video.
Yeah, probably, but people will get an idea.
But to me, this is way better. It's this version looks really, really small, especially in person.
Yeah.
And it looks really, really narrow this way.
Oh yeah, that's true. When you hold this up to like say a Les Paul or Telecaster style guitar, this is like teeny tiny.
Than that.
And this one has a lot more big booty,
it's got a bigger butt,
which every guy likes.
but not that much, but just that little bit.
Yeah, a little bit bigger butt is sometimes a really good thing. So let's show off. Oh, and by the way,
got back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think like, oh, Paul Reed Smith, Rickenbacker, and what it really is this is more of the Dan Armstrong lineage than you guys might think. So thank you, Chris. So this is prototype number 2, model. So yeah, Mark II for the same guitar. You can see how this is actually quite a bit narrower. This upper horn, it actually has this point a little bit more defined. That's why everyone thinks this looks like a Rickenbacker, and I get that. This horn down here, I'm not 100% happy with yet, but I am going to make this my bitch here in a little while. You can see it's got the same nice swoop, this nice gentle curve that goes all the way from the back, and it follows. You can see it on the front. On the other one, it kind of goes whoop and then straightens out, and it just didn't look right to me. The other thing is you'll notice the headstock. Well, that looks like a Texas Toast headstock, isn't it, Chris?
It does.
But it's just a little bit shorter. So this is still the headstock that Mrs. Toast and I developed many, many years ago, but it just fits this body a little better.
That thing fits on every fucking guitar.
Well, it does and it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
So anyway.
Shut up.
So anyway, this this guitar is let's hold up the original prototype and this prototype, and yeah. So you guys can see there, it's pretty obvious the difference, huh?
There you go.
So it's pretty obvious the difference in this horn here and in the butt area, but it still retains the offset cutaway that the Challenger has. Let's switch to the back. So you can see, guys, it's still very, very, very similar, but just tweaked just enough. So I think we have one more prototype to go on this, at least, to get it exactly where we want it to go. And the other cool thing about this, I think, is I decided to make the neck a little different than here.
I think that
I decided to make the neck. Hold on, love. To make the neck a little different so that the pickup route actually is in the neck, and the This goes all the way through the body to the bridge pickup. Now, there are going to be people who go, "Oh, cool, mostly neck through." That was not our idea. That was never our intention. I mean, I think that's a cool thing too. But this was not ever intended to be a pseudo neck through, right?
Right.
It's its own thing. And by the way, if you guys, I don't know why you guys don't go to the danarmstrong.org page that I keep telling you to go to. This is all Dan Armstrong right here. So anyway, Tony says, have you got my bridge yet? No, Tony, I have not gotten the shipment from Hipshot yet. That's those individual saddle bridges are things that are not something that Hipshot has in stock all the time right now. It's the COVID thing is kind of dicking everybody up. Don't fear. It's they're all that stuff is coming soon. So yeah.
So there was a couple comments saying number 2 looks better.
I think number 2 does look better.
Yeah.
And I may have missed some other comments because I got my own thing going on.
Because
right
Matt
now.
talks and talks and talks. So I guess even my dream guitars, which are now prototype instruments, they don't come cheap and they don't come easy.
No.
You know what I mean? I work on these in my spare time, which there's not a lot of. And one day they'll be production model guitars if I get them exactly where I want them to be. But a dream guitar for $400, I'm calling bullshit on that. It does not exist. Either that or you have really low test dreams.
Yeah, I think set your sights a little higher than a $400 guitar.
Yeah.
You can go to the store and buy any number of guitars for $400.
Sure.
Or $800.
And they're probably amazing how much they don't totally suck.
Ask me again what my dream car is.
Okay,
What's
Chris,
your dream car?
what's your dream car?
76 Chevette.
2-door, blue with a black vinyl
Four-door.
top.
Not a
Four-door.
Pinto?
Yeah.
Okay. And an
Four-door
AM
sedan.
radio in it.
Yeah.
AMC?
Yeah.
Yeah. But not even new.
Dylan Tux Tone says, I want one. P90. Seriously, since my dream guitar is a 59 special, this is very close. Well, Dylan, this we took a lot of inspiration from the double cut special, and it would certainly be easy to do with P90s. But I'm not going to make you one. In fact, I refuse to make one for you, Dylan.
So Tough Rocks.
Tough
Dylan
rocks.
You
Tux
can come here and
Tone.
use the tools.
That's
you
right.
signed the
Damn it.
waiver. So.
Mrs. Toast is 100% right. I would be more than happy to work with you to build one. I will not build you one. I expect you to come here and we will make you one. How about
That's gotta
that?
be part of the dream, right?
Well, that's a great point. Wouldn't that be kind of part of the cool thing? So Ryan and Dave are like, yeah, we're here. We're ready to make guitars. And that, why couldn't that be part of the cool thing? Thank you so much for that, Chris. That's perfect. Everyone give Chris a round of applause for that because that is wonderful. So yes, so Chris is 100% right. If your dream guitar is a 59 double cut, then, and this is pretty close to that, wouldn't it be a cooler part of the dream and a cooler part of the story to say, hey, I went to Texas Toast and I made this with Matt and Chris.
And there's nothing quite as cool as playing a guitar that you built.
That's a good dream to have too.
It really is,
Yeah.
and you can overlook lots of things.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just the coolest. I made this.
Yeah.
I made this.
And
I remember the day I shaped this neck.
And people look at you like my dog when I try to explain the
Yeah.
internet to him.
Yeah.
He's like, "Huh? You don't really understand the internet, do you, Matt?" That's
He doesn't
what my
fucking
dog
listen
thinks.
to you.
And so it's like, what do you mean you made it? I mean, I made it.
I mean, it wasn't this when I got there.
I mean, it was a
And
chunk
when I
of
left,
wood.
It was this. I was thinking about that with the green one the other day. I'm like, we made almost every single part of this thing. The
Yeah.
only things we didn't make were metal bits and pickups
Mhm.
and pots. But everything else,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
made it.
2 super chats.
Oh, we have 2
pretty
super
neat.
chats.
That's
So
pretty neat.
looks like Tom L says, dude, my first car was my grandma's 76 Chevette. I love the new design. So Tom,
The Chevette?
that's what he
No, a
says.
guitar.
Oh,
Keep up, man. Keep up with the
so
trend.
so my question to Tom L is, do you still have it? are you
And
dreaming?
It wasn't his dream.
Oh, it wasn't his dream
Yeah,
guitar.
just 'cause
Okay.
You have fond memories of the
You're-
76 Chevette or whatever it was. I don't even know if they had Chevettes in 76.
Well,
Tony
he
Lopes.
says they did. Yeah.
But,
Tony Lopes.
Okay.
But yeah, and how long did you have that car? It's not like you hung onto it for dear life, I don't think.
I don't know what he did with it. And not to, yeah. I
When
mean,
was the last time you saw a Chevette?
that's
When
funny.
was the
Like,
last time you saw a Taurus?
when's the last time you saw like a Ford Escort? Like,
Yeah,
like they were
exactly. Yeah,
everywhere for a
yeah.
while, and then it was just like poof, they're nowhere to be seen.
Yep, and then all of a sudden one day somebody decreed no more
No
escorts.
more Escort. No more Escort hatchbacks in brown.
Yeah.
But actually, people escorts are still okay, I think.
Okay, so it looks like we have another super chat here
Tony
from Tony Lopes. I will definitely be there for one of the classes to build a strap. Tony, that would be so cool. Let's talk a little bit about the classes that we have remaining for this year, Chris.
Okay.
Where you might not be able to build your dream guitar, but you could have a hell of a lot of fun. And this December, we have spaces available this December for Build a Classic Fender. And we've got, I think, 3 spots left for that one,
Which is the class we're doing this week.
which is the class we're doing this week.
So everybody should pay attention.
Everybody should, and they're going to go fast, dude. I bet you.
The guitars are the spaces.
The spaces, because people are going to see how awesome everyone,
come this Friday.
the cool thing, the
Yeah.
cool stuff that everyone's doing.
Mhm.
And because of my new social media blitz, I'm going to try to take more pictures of things and do more stuff
Okay.
for who was that? Was that Brandon?
Relax.
Okay. We're gonna do more social media stuff, and you guys are gonna see what's been going on this week. And I think that those classes are gonna go fast. But the cool thing about that class is it comes with an automatic invitation to the Texas Toast Christmas Party at Odyssey Beer Works. That's December 10th this year. So yeah, there are also a few other classes. Build a Classic Set Neck in September and October. There's 3 spaces for those.
You don't have to sign up for a class just to be invited to Texas Toast.
No, you don't have to. But if you do, you get to come. Colin Benson says, "Hey guys, I'm a U.S. Air Force veteran and I loved your Warbird theme. My dad is a Navy vet. Ever thought maybe a battleship or Navy theme?" Well, no, but that doesn't mean that that's not a great idea. Let me ask you something. Is that your dream guitar? Because that would be, how cool would that be?
It
we
would
would
be
be-
$400.
What about, it wouldn't be $400, but yeah. The paint job wouldn't be $400. But we've talked about doing more Mike Learn classes. And by the way, Chris, we have to get on 2022 for class schedule. We absolutely positively have to.
It's
And
coming up quick.
And I think Mike wants to do 3 next year.
Okay.
So, and I'm
I was
thinking
hoping to do once a month.
once a month with Mike
With
Learn.
Mike Learn.
Those
yeah.
are fun because it's nice to have Mike here and it takes some of the load off of us. But I don't know if you
That
remember.
would be full time. That's all we do.
That'd be all we would
is
do.
Prep for Mike Learn class.
Yeah. And you never know. Maybe who knows the way stuff goes, what's going to end up happening. But so it looks like in 2022, I think we're going to do 3 classes with Mike.
Cool.
We're going to do Build the Classic Telly, Build the Classic Set Neck. And of course, Build the Classic Fender is shaping up to be a wildly popular.
Build whatever the F vendor you want.
What about we
Build
dare you to
whatever
come
F
out
you
here
want. Yeah,
and
that's
do
it.
something class? That is going to be a fun one too. The July class.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. Because someday we're going to get shut down by Fender. They won't allow us to use the word Fender in build your own Fender. So we'll
You
have to
think?
call
Yeah,
it
you're probably right.
build your own F. in
Build whatever
guitar.
F-ender.
whatever the
F
F
ender.
you want, whatever F you want.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
I don't think we're enough on the radar to be cutting into
God, I
Fender's
hope for that
bottom.
Not
cease and
yet,
desist
but pretty
letter one
soon.
day.
One day,
Yep.
maybe soon.
Yep.
So
That'd be awesome.
yeah. So guys, so what's the final word on Dream Guitars, Chris?
Have fun with guitars. If your dream is easily attainable from a Chinese factory, it's not much of a dream.
It's hardly a dream.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's not for you to decide.
No,
I
it
think
is for us to decide.
Yeah.
If
Dream-
you're
it's not like, I just really want to, whatever, something fairly pedestrian, but better than an $800 guitar.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. But
Yeah.
I'm
gonna say this. If your dream is a $400 Chinese import guitar, your dream is wrong.
I disagree.
Well,
hey, we're trying to sell expensive guitars.
Pete C says, build your own Offender.
Fender.
Fender. Thank you,
Yep.
Pete, for the super chat. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I aim high when it comes to dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're dreams
'cause-
for a reason.
Yeah. You're not supposed to necessarily attain all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can attain a couple of them. You can get pretty close.
Yeah.
You can have a whole lot of fun thinking about that stuff and attempting to get there.
If how about this? If this was the last guitar you were ever going to play in your life and you knew it, would you pick the $400 guitar from China?
Right.
No one would pick that.
Right. And here's another thing. We've talked about this before. How many guitars do you need?
At least one more.
One. No, you need one guitar. That's all you need.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you need one more guitar.
But the idea is, because I have a feeling that a lot of people that cry poverty
Mm-hmm.
have a fleet of cheap guitars.
Cheap junk.
Yeah, when they could have a couple of really nice guitars. And wouldn't
Sure.
that get them closer to their dream?
Wouldn't that be
than
neater? Yeah.
a
It's
bunch of-
quality, not quantity.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's something to be said for cheap, but it's not always. Yeah, it can't be cheap and a dream.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What's your dream meal?
Mm.
It's Chipotle burrito for $1.
Chips and guac from Chipotle.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
judge me.
Yeah, it's the number 3 value meal from
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried
And
Chicken.
it comes with a $10 bill inside. That's my dream.
That's my goal in life is to have that.
Yeah.
Be my
Yeah. If your dream is to be the cheapest motherfucker you can be,
I like the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggies.
Those are
personally.
good.
yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
my dream meal from Chick-fil-A is not like 8 of them. It's like 1,000 of them. It's a bunch of chicken. Anyway. Yeah. I mean,
But that's your dream meal from Chick-fil-A, not your dream
that's
meal.
right. Not my dream meal.
Yeah.
And I don't have a whole lot of big dream meals,
Mhm.
but I have had some meals that are pretty spectacular. And it usually is steak, and it is usually from the Golden Steer in Las Vegas, which sounds like the Golden Corral, but is not. And it usually includes Hardy's Perfection, that $400 a glass stuff in 1999. It's who knows how much now.
Okay.
It better be that.
yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good start.
Yeah. The other thing is not every single thing that you buy needs to be your dream.
Of course not.
Whatever. It can
Yeah.
just be something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have fun.
Ike's
Yeah.
here.
Ike, is he here outside?
No, he's here in virtual reality.
You mean Anthony
Virtual.
Icavangelo is here from
Virtual.
Flipside Music, the great American guitar store.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to wrap it up, but I want to thank once again all our sponsors for this show. Ike from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Guys, if you're in the Denver area, you got to go. And I'm not just doing this shtick again. Actually, I am because Ike's here. But I already did this once, Ike. If you're in the Denver area, give Ike a big wet kiss and pinch Dylan on the butt. He likes that. If you're in the store, and I want you guys to remember that the new shop is going to be a destination for super cool guitar stuff.
It's like the Disneyland
It's-
of Denver.
Thank
for
you.
guitars.
That's right. It is going to be the go-to place for guitar stuff if you're in the Denver area.
And the
Or-
most beautiful park is right across the street.
It's got it all.
ridiculous.
It's got it all from
your-
Albuquerque
Bring your
to
dog.
Cheyenne, and from what's east to west.
But don't leave
And
your
the east
dog
to
in the
west
car.
version of that, don't leave your dog in the car.
Or your
Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. I'd also like to thank Todd over at Sweet Tea Paints, Sweet Tea Guitars, and if you need paint, go check him out. Send him an email. Dan and Calvin from Guitar Wood Experts. We're going to be using wood from Guitar Wood Experts all week, and we're going to love it. And of course, John and Cheryl from Bitterroot Guitars. What did I do? What?
And we're gonna love it.
I'm going to love it. What's the matter? We're going to be using Swamp
course.
Ash and Maple
Yeah,
and Cataloche from
Mhm.
Guitar Wood Experts. What?
Yep. That's
I feel like I'm disappointing you every time we do these. I don't want to disappoint you, Chris. My one goal in life, I have a dream.
That's your dream.
It's
My
not to
dream
disappoint
is
Chris.
to not disappoint Chris.
That's a
during
dream
live
of mine.
stream.
One day,
you never let
I
me
will
down.
make the jump from dream to reality.
And then what are you going to do?
Then I'm going to be able to die a happy man.
Chris is unattainable.
Then I'm going to go to Chipotle and get my dream burrito.
For a buck. It's going to be so big I can't finish it.
All right, guys. So until next time, we got a lot of good stuff coming your way. Remember, Build a Classic Fender classes this week. So much cool stuff coming at you. Chris is going to look like this.
And I'm hoping that Keanu
maybe a
Reeves, I'm hoping Keanu Reeves will show
Well,
up.
you never can tell.
It only hurts when I breathe.
Oh, that's right. You got an owie. Yeah. So, how's that? What's the most smile you can work up? That's as good as it gets, and it ain't gonna get this good again, guys. We'll see you later this week. We got a lot of good stuff to show you. This is Matt from Texas Toast, reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar, and it's probably not going to be a $400 one from China. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
So the Sunday